built an order and Jericho, Bethlehem, Jerusalem, which are made against the walls Palestine, but that wall will come tumbling down. 80 days, there's a boycott going on. Don't buy Starbucks, boycott Pakistan. Don't buy Israeli days, there's a boycott going on. There's a boycott going on to help the people of Palestine. We won't buy grapefruit or Israeli wine. And if you're wondering what you can do, please join the boycott and help them too. Boycott Pakistan, don't buy Israeli days, there's a boycott going on. Don't buy Starbucks, boycott Pakistan. Don't buy Israeli days, there's a boycott going on. 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 Oh yes, I know. Oh yes, I know. Yes, oh yes, I know. Yes, I know. Yes, oh yes, I know. Yes, oh yes, I know. Yes, oh yes, I know. Yes, I know. Yes, hurry, 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 hurry. Oh yes, I know. Yes, oh yes, I know. Yes, oh yes, I know. Yes, I know. Yes, oh yes, I know. Yes, oh yes, I know. Yes, oh yes, I know.
Say a few words about why we're here. Obviously, it's coming up. We are in the 6th month now of this genocide, and we're starting to see more and more starvation used as a weapon of war. And I think it's really important to be out here on International Women's Day, because I've seen some posts, and I know some Palestinian women feel really let down by a lot of feminists around the world, and they feel that liberal feminism does not fully cover everything that needs to be covered. They do not have proper access to medical care, to sanitary items, tampons, pads. They are giving birth and having unanesthetized cesarean sections. They are possibly living the worst possible life as a biological female that you could be living right now. And it's also important to remember why we as students matter. Students are supposed to be revolutionary. Students through history have led revolutionary movements, and we need to keep in that tradition. That's and right. Keep up that spirit. Because we have to remember, we often forget how much power we hold as the people and as the workers, but we do hold power, and we've seen our leaders have not fixed this for us yet, have they? No. In fact, when the ICJ ruled that there's a plausible case for Israel committing genocide in Gaza, how did Rishi Sunak react? He reacted by cutting funding to the biggest humanitarian organisation on the ground, the UNRWA. So our leaders will not fix this for us. They will not. So it is up to us, and we have to have the anger, the outrage, and then turn that into action and do something about this. So yeah. Thank you for coming out. Keep that spirit alive. Remember why you are important, and that there is power in community action. Thank you. Yeah.
Hello comrades, I'm Andy from UCU, that's the lecturer and other university staff union here at Cardiff University. As a trade union, we are very much aware what it means to show solidarity with people who are being oppressed and people who are being exploited. We also know from our workplace struggle how intersectionality affects various people and how oppression and exploitation can be so much worse depending on intersectional factors. And that is why today on the International Day, Women's Day, is so important to stand not only with women but with Palestinian women and everyone else who is oppressed in this particular way. My friends, I'm going to keep it short, but I'm going to try and remember the important lines of a poem that was published in my view, the only daily UK paper that is worth reading. There's other publications that are worth reading, but in terms of the daily paper that is worth reading, that is the Morning Star. And in that paper a few months ago, there was a poem that was published by a Palestinian girl. And the lines that broke my heart were these: we write our names on every part of our starved and tired bodies, so that when our bodies are torn apart by the bombs and by the bullets and by the falling buildings, you will find at least one part of our bodies, and you will be able to bury them with our name attached. My friends, it's absolutely heartrending. And it's not just the bombs now, as we've just heard. It is the starvation, it is the lack, the withholding of medical equipment. That means there is a dark future at the moment, unless something big happens. And this is what we're calling for something very big to happen. And we will keep calling for it until this is sorted out. And we are not deterred by the slurs that are put on anyone standing by and standing by the Palestinian cause and by those who show solidarity for the Palestinian cause. The slurs by Rishi Sunak, the slurs by Keir Starmer, and the slurs by the rest of the establishment. We will not step down. We will keep standing by the Palestinians, and today in particular by the Palestinian women. Let's keep going until this awful mess is sorted out. Solidarity.
Hi everyone, can everyone hear me? Yeah, great. Hi, I'm Maria and I'm the co-president of Student Action for Refugees. And I'm definitely not a public speaker, so I apologize in advance. So we just want to say that as Cardiff Star, we're appalled by our university's lack of support for Palestinian students and the refusal to call for a ceasefire on this ongoing genocide when over 30,000 Palestinians have been killed by the Israeli forces. A couple weeks ago, I said this in a statement, but I want to emphasize it once again. We find it hypocritical of our university to be classified as a university of sanctuary that welcomes and supports refugees and asylum seekers, whilst also engaging and promoting with BAE Systems inside our campuses. The same BAE Systems that were dropping bombs in Yemen and Iraq and are currently profiting from this genocide. The same BAE Systems that continue to create refugees. So it has come clear to me where my university lies its priorities, and it's not in the voices of its students and the staff that demand a ceasefire, but their priorities are to protect their imperialistic interests. So we demand from our university to call for a ceasefire and all forms of engagement with BAE Systems and join the boycott movement. And since I'm talking to university students, mostly, don't forget that change starts from the university bodies. So right now, staying silent is not an option. So join the demos. There's literally one happening every single Saturday. Boycott and demand a ceasefire from the university and your local.
That wanted to support Palestine and the situation there. She was refused the venue in Cardiff, so she came to Bedworth Workmen's Hall. We had a wonderful, wonderful afternoon sellout. We raised over £5,000 for the Middle East Children's Alliance charity, which is working under the most terrible conditions in Gaza. And the next day, the Sun, the Mail, and the Telegraph all slandered her. But more importantly, the Hall is a charity as well as being a company. I hired it, so it's a private hire. But what do you call it? Somebody nasty is trying to take the hall, to charge the hall with anti-Semitism for the event on the 24th of February. So I'm having a meeting on Monday, but if there's anyone who was there in the concert, it was the most wonderful, life-affirming concert I've been. If you can contact us, and I can present as evidence that it was an entirely life-enhancing, inclusive event that had where there was no place for hatred.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Alice from Cardiff Communists. I haven't prepared a speech, but just from everyone else speaking, I had a few things to say. Essentially, what we're seeing is that we can't rely on the ruling class and on the methods of the ruling class to stop this genocide. We're seeing it's the workers of the world who are actually making an effort to come out, and they've been coming out every single week for a really long time now, and we're seeing no significant impact on the ruling class by this. We need to understand that we need to do it on the workers' terms, and that's why we call for revolution to actually make this difference, and we call for an intifada, which is a mass uprising in Palestine, and that is what we see as the way forward. And I just want to point out that we have this clear program, and it's on the basis of workers' power that we're going to make this difference. Because we can do these boycotts and we can do these things which are all great and are making a difference, but if we want to actually stop this and stop all future genocides and stop imperialism and stop capitalism, then we need a revolution. Thank you.